Rick Kaywood, Jim Mahoney, and myself are teaching creative writing. And we met a few times over the summer to kind of talk about the course, and we met with some of the teachers who had taught creative writing before to try to get a sense of the course and the rhythms and the flows, and it quickly became apparent that one of the things that you do in creative writing a lot is workshop your peers' work. And so what that has meant in the past for creative writing teachers has essentially been that a student will write something. As a teacher, you go, you make 15 Xerox copies of it, you bring them, you pass them out to the students, and then they comment, they edit, and they hand those back, which spends a considerable amount of time and energy is spent in the copy room in order to make that happen. And so one of the things that we decided to do this year was explore technology to see if we could somehow have kids spending more time writing than at the copy machine. So the three of us decided together to adopt Google Docs. We kind of figured that out together along with the help of IS, and what we came to is that we created a journal where the kids can go through every day, and they can hyperlink to different parts so that, you know, when they go in, there's a glossary of dates, they click on the date, there's a hyperlink, it pops them down to the bottom of the page. They do all of their work through Google Docs, they write all their writing through Google Docs. We created a shared folder, so once a student writes something, they can drop their story in there. All of a sudden, every other student has access to it, and you can put comments, embed them right into the Google Doc form itself. It has made it infinitely easier. You know, keeping track of records and figuring it out. Kids who accidentally delete things with Google Docs, there's revision history, so you can go back and they can kind of retrieve information or earlier drafts. In that sense, it's much better than Word. The thing that I have found particularly interesting about it is that I actually write more comments when I'm grading. I thought that I would write less, that, you know, essentially in the old day when I had the paper copy, I would read through, I would put pencil comments at the end, I would write a narrative, and I would have a rubric that I attached. Because it's typing and because I can embed wherever I want, I actually have found that at the end of the day I actually give more input to the students, and then they can also respond to it if they want. And then at the very end what I'll do is I'll create a hyperlink that they can follow that goes to the actual rubric and the grade itself. So even if it's a shared document and I want students to see the comments that I've given the student as far as growing, the grade becomes private and separate because I can create a hyperlink that I send just to that child. So we're constantly experimenting. We still have days where the whole class we accidentally, you know, we can't find the document or it's shared incorrectly or this or that, but for the most part it's been a tremendous success.